All right, so this is a training session just to show you guys how I take my trades, what I look out for before taking the trade. So we're just going to go right to it. Okay, this is volume 75. We're going to be looking at trading view. Let's check out FX pairs. So now this is just a very easy way to trade. The first thing you want to do as a trader, is to have the ability or to know how to mark your chart properly. That's one of the first steps to you analyzing trades properly. You need to know how to mark your charts properly. Okay, so I'm just going to show you from the beginning what I do. Excuse me. When I'm marking my chart. So let me go to, let's check out a pair. So let's look at let's look at which one am I going to disrupt now? Where's your card? I think I like to touch cards. Your card, where are you? Where are you? All right, so let's mark up your card. So, firstly, this was a good one. Firstly, let me clear up my chart. So the first thing I do is I go to the monthly time frame. You don't just be in a hurry, and you don't want to just jump into trades like that. So I have to go to the monthly time frame first to see an overview of what's happening. Now, I want to look out for areas that have sell sensitivity and buy sensitivity. By that, we're talking about areas that have multiple confluence when it comes to resistance or support. Like we know, support is the floor, resistance is the ceiling. So I'm going to look at this. When I look at this, I need to mark my zone. So I'm going to have multiple touches here. So I'm going to take this. You can see we have one here, we have some here, we have this, we have this, we have this. All right, so that's my first one. The next one I'm going to look for is the support. So I have this, one, two, three. Yeah, this is a good one. So I'm going to take this zone. So we have I've marked up my monthly, because price is in between. So I'm not just going to bother about this. Takes 1 month for the price to form. It's about 608 pips. Okay. All right, for a couple of these classes, let's just mark the next one. I'm going to mark up here. So you need to look out for the key zones in on higher time frame. Very important. All right. So okay, I'm done with that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my weekly time frame. Now this is something you have to do for all your pairs. Now if you notice my pairs, everything, and mark them all up, it makes it easy for me to just confirm trade. So maybe just take out time and go through different pairs and just mark them up. Any pair I click, there's hardly any one that you're not going to see that's marked up. I mark them all up. So let's go back to what we were talking about. So when I see a trade, I can just easily click on the pair, and in just less than 1 minute, I can confirm a trade. Makes it easier for me. So now we're on the weekly time frame. So I want to mark my mid zone, the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, I'm going to look out for my area. This we have a lot of we have buy pressure here. Buy pressure. This supports resistance turns support. So this is a very good one. So I'm going to mark this. All right. So I have that marked up. Okay, so something I keep doing is I use trend lines a lot. Now Forex is very simple. No, the only I think the only difficult thing about Forex is the mental aspect. But trust me, technical analysis is very easy. Just that sometimes a lot of us try to complicate things. You know, we want something to be spectacular before it can make sense to us. So now the basic things you need for you need to you need to know how to do basic confirmation you need for Forex is before you take a trade, you need to look at this key things. You need to look at this key thing, which is support and resistance, which is why I'm starting from there. Now you need to know how to mark your support and resistance. So I'm just showing you guys how I do my support and resistance. You need to pay attention to the trend line. Trend, always trade with the trend. Very important trend line, and then you have to look at your price reversal zone. Price versus zones, and then also you can look at your price action. You know, price action. What's this price saying? What's the candlestick? That's why you need to master candlestick. How to read candlestick. All right. So basic confirmation, support, resistance, trend line, price reversal zone, price action. You also have to look for pullbacks. Check for you to be able to enter a trade. You need to check because pullbacks will always happen. Okay, those are the basic things you need to look out for. Why when you take a trade? So I'm going to take that off and take this off. All right, so now on the monthly, I have to draw my trend line. Of course, on the monthly, you can see we have higher high, higher and lower high, higher high, lower high. Sorry, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher. So that confirms already an uptrend. Okay, so I'm going to pull up my trend line. So now I'm going back to the weekly time frame. Okay, I already did that. I already drew my weekly support and resistance. Now the next thing I want to do is I draw my zones from the daily. Now sometimes people you can draw your zone from the monthly, but sometimes for me it's too big. So I need to focus because my focus is on the daily and 4 hour. So that's where I take my trades from. So that's where I want to focus more on. Having known that okay on the monthly time frame is an uptrend. Okay, so on the weekly and we have an inner trend for me. Now with time, these are also these trend lines are going to give my target. When I'm looking at my take profit or exit target, I also use a trend line apart from Fibonacci. I also use my trend line. All right, so I'll go to my daily to check out for the areas of support and resistance or where we have a lot of buy or sell pressure. So on the daily time frame, this is what I have. I'm going to mark this up. Now you can see what I'm doing very easy. Anybody can do this. I'm going to mark this up here. Okay. So now we all know that support and resistance is not an actual price. An actual price is a number, not an actual number, is a zone. Okay, so now this is valid. This is valid for a support or a resistance zone. This is valid. This is valid. So that's why we don't say, okay, when price gets to 1800 or something, it's going to turn. No, it's actually a zone. So it can reverse anyway. Can reverse anyway. So when I pull up my, for reversal zones, I look at my Fibonacci. Now these are the reversal zones I use. 62, 0.71795. So I need to wait for price to get to this place, any of this zone. Whenever it gets there, I can now say, okay, wait for confirmation. Is there bullish engulfing? So that by then I'm going to be using my price action to take a decision on when to enter a trade or when to exit the trade. once price reaches those particular zone. Okay, so now on daily, I would like to draw my zone here now. So I'm going to look out for my zone. Now the zone usually is just the next area of significance when it comes to support or resistance. When that's from the after drawing your support or resistance line from the weekly, you come to daily, you draw, you put it. Then the closest one, you can just put it on top again, and then that's how you mark your zone. Like we have something here, so I'll just put it up here, and for me this is a zone. Okay, I can as well put this here somewhere here. Yes, that's even better, and then mark this up. So this is a zone for me. So just use your rectangle tool. Okay, so on the daily, I have my zone, right? I have my now the next thing I want to do on the daily is I want to check. Now, when I squeeze in, I can see the price, there was an impulsive move down, and then there was a correction. You understand? Correction, down, correction, down, and then another correction. So this is actually the first retest of this particular zone. And then it came down again. So definitely price is going back up here for another you're going to check this out. Just keep this chart. I'm going to check this out later. It might happen in 1 week, might happen in 2 weeks, might I don't know, but price is going to go back here and retest this particular zone. And when it does, you have to be ready to sell. This is where swing traders, this is where you have to be patient, wait for the trade to come to you. Okay, so now an impulsive move. Now an impulsive move, retest, a drop, and then price is going back up to retest, and then we're going to have a drop. Possibly we're going to have a drop back down. Okay, but that's not happened yet, but it's on its way. So let's go back to now. Before that happens, that doesn't mean we can get, of course, short-term trades from this particular pair. Okay. Now, can you see how simple my chart is? No, nothing complication, no indicators. This is just I can well remove this. This is just to show the MA, just to show the trend of the pair. So now I have this. Now I was sharing with some people, and I said the best kind of trades I really love, they are triangle trades, because there's going to be a breakout. Once you get a breakout and a retest, that's it, you enter. That was what we did. I used for GA or GN, GA. I always like it when price is locked up like this. When price is locked up like this, I know there's going to be a breakout. So my trend lines in both direction. Once price breaks out, there'll be a retest. So you can check for a retest on the smaller time frame, maybe the 15 minutes or the 1 hour. Sometimes, of course, there'll be no retest, but usually, like 85% of the time, you're going to have a retest. Okay, so these are the things you have to look out for. So now, because the market's open over time, when we just started, that's what we used to do. Because the market's open, we just want to trade all the time. So we're going to force trades, and we just end up burning account, blowing account, blowing account. I can't even count the number of accounts I've blown, because we just went to force trades, and maybe because you're under pressure, you have obligations, things you need to do. But after a while, I had to advise myself, man, you need to calm down and learn this thing properly with patience. Otherwise, you're going to keep having the same results, blowing account. So now I can be patient for days. and wait for a trade setup to happen. And then when I take it, I know I'm going to get good pips from it. So Eurocard, let's go back to Eurocard. Now, if you have any question in course of this, you can send a message on the chat. Sorry, my network just took. Okay. All right, let's go back to what we're doing. So Eurocard on daily time frame, you know, I told you price is going to get back here and then we're going to have a drop back. Going back to retest because after this, we had a drop and then came back to retest this. So you can as well put a sell limit here and wait for price. Price is going to get here and it's going to drop. Most likely it's going to drop from here. We're going to leave this chart and we're going to come back to maybe another day and we'll check. So this is where people that have big accounts, they have the advantage. They can just set a swing buy and just leave it while they take some other intraday trades. So now these are the kind of setups that I love, where price is locked between two trend lines, maybe either a channel or triangle, whatever it is. I love this kind of setup. Now we have price, you can see price is respecting this trend, and then also this one, you know, you can pull another one here. This is from the weekly. So on the daily, this is the daily trend line. Can you see how easy this is? Technical analysis is the simplest thing. I'm telling you guys, the simplest. Okay, so now price is here. Okay, usually I'll pull up my Fibonacci from here to see the retracement level. Now you can see this is where I take my, this is why I look out for reversal points. Eyes are on this particular, that's 62, 71, and 75. So now if I was on this trade, if I saw this is a bullish, you know, like bullish engulfing, even though it didn't start from, so I can't really call it bullish engulfing, but this move was a very strong one on the daily. Price started, I would have just bought this pair. So I look out for reversal zones. I sent this feed, my customized feed levels to the channel. I'm on this kind of channel. If you go there, you're going to see it. I sent it there. Yeah, this is it. So you can always refer to it. So I watch out for this. And then my target is going to be here. My target is going to be, actually most times is the 0.27, but sometimes that price is just going to miss that. So I just prefer to use, I stepped it down by 2. I just decided to use 0.25 extension as my fee for my take profit. So my take profit is going to be, so usually when you see my chart, you see this, you know that this is a target I'm looking at. The green line usually represents target. So this is what we have for Euro card. So price is going to get here. We could have a drop back down, but remember the bigger is the 168, which is this zone I told you about. Price is going to get here and it's going to drop back there. So we're going to leave Euro card and watch it and see how this plays out in the next couple of days or week or whatever, but that is bound to happen. So this is what you look out for. So as simple as this is, so if price, you have to watch out for a pullback and then a bullish engulfing candle. Watch out for your price action, your candle stick. If it's bullish or if it's a bearish move, then you can, you can buy. But most likely from what we've seen so far from the monthly time frame, the weekly time frame, daily, the price is a bullish trend right now. Price is going to go up. So I'm going to be watching out for a break. Once we get a break from this, a close, and then we can buy up to this level, which is how many pips should be expected? Let's say 88 pips, not bad. 88 pips. So if you trade on the 4-hour time frame as well, you can go to the 4-hour time frame. Just do the same thing. On the 4-hour time frame, you're going to now look out for your zone. Where do you have areas of buy sensitivity and areas of sell sensitivity, that support and resistance? Look out for it, and then you mark it up So here I can locate this. I have a lot of um, interaction here. Then put a zone here. There's different colors if you want, but I just like to keep it clean, one color, so you know. You can use different colors if you want. So you know, okay, you know this is for our zone, or this is the monthly, sorry, the daily zone, and then pull this up. So this is the zone, right? On 4 hour time frame. Now, you want to do this. You want to focus on. I know it's very difficult, but if you, especially if you've been having losses, you want to focus on just one pair for a period of time, maybe for like 3 months. You want to focus on one pair and trade. I've been busy. I've been in a lot, so I'm not really be trading live. Just trading small account. But these are the pairs I'm focused on. You can see my watch list. You can see just one, two, three, four, just 4 pairs. Sometimes when one gives me uh, good setup and all that, I don't bother about the rest. I just follow that one up till it's exhausted. Okay, so on daily time frame, sorry, on the 4 hour time frame, this is sharp rejection, sharp rejection, sharp rejection. So price is coming back for a retest. So you need to be looking out. We already have our fee drawn, you know, so you have to be looking out for a buy, looking out for a buy back here. Trade with the trend. The trend is an uptrend, so you shouldn't be looking to sell until the market structure is broken. That's when you should be looking to sell. That price now forms a lower low. As long as it's forming a higher low, all you should be looking out for is selling. Okay, so this will be the target for this particular. I'm looking at take profit here, and that means once we get this target, we're looking at the next TP is here. That's for Euro card swing traders. You can actually take it by and leave it. So I'll send it to the group. So if you have any question, you can ask. But I have something else I want to show you guys. It's a simple scalp strategy. Use your fibs for it. Let's go to Euro USD. Okay, now this strategy, of course, I've marked up my pair and all that. Now it works. You can use it on a 15 minutes time frame. You can use it on a 30 minutes time frame. So I just want to see some examples. Now, you already know the trend. Now, what I'll do is, if I'm using a 15 minutes time frame for it, I want to go to my 30 minutes time frame to mark up my. I'll mark up my 30 minutes time frame for this particular strategy. A very simple strategy. You take multiple positions. You hit your 40 pips, 50 pips. Okay, so I'll mark this up. I'll mark this up. It works for 30 minutes too. So now I'll give you guys this. You have to check. You see a lot of times you're going to see this particular setup layout. This is it. Your let's just leave that at 30 minutes time frame. So this is going to be your take profit target. Zero 0.25, and then usually this will be the stop loss. The stop loss is going to be below 1. You try it for different pairs, but usually I use it for just Euro US because the person who I learned it from uses just Euro US. But hardly do I scalp. I've not really used it, but we're using it for a while and we're really having good success with it. But I've been so busy, I don't know. have time for myself to trade. But I think from tomorrow next, I'm gonna start trading proper. I have enough time. So now, this strategy, we're going to, you can see we already have a rejection here. So you're going to wait for price reversal, this price reversal zone. So price is going to come here. When price gets here and we have a bullish engulfing, you're going to buy. Usually, this strategy you buy with multiple positions. You're going to press a buy, you're going to take a buy, and then your TP is going to be here. Of course, you have to manage your trade. Your TP is going to be here. You understand? Okay, your TP is going to be here, and then this is your stop loss. So now this particular setup is for intraday traders. So those are going to subscribing to 25K account. I don't recommend this for them because 25K account is an intraday funded account. When you take, let's say you took your confirmation from 71, maybe it got to 79. I love when it gets to 79.5. When it gets there and you take it up, it starts, you get your confirmation, bullish confirmation. You're going to have, this one gives us about 27 pips. So if you have 3 positions, multiply it, you're going to get how many? You have over 70 pips or thereabouts from this particular setup. You take 3 positions on it. So if you got your confirmation from 71, same thing, you have 25 pips. You got your confirmation from your bullish confirmation from the 62, you have 23 pips. So you take 2 positions or 3 positions, bam, you're done for the day, you've hit your target. So this is a very good scalp strategy for you to use with fibs. You can work on the 15 minutes time frame, you can also work on the 30 minutes time frame, whichever one you prefer is fine. Just stick to it and use it over time. You can just try one pair, try Euro USD, try GU, whichever one you feel comfortable with, use it over time. So we're going to see if this strategy is going to play, if Euro USD is going to play. I believe it's going to come back down, and then we'll take our buy up to this level. So let me take this out. So those are that way here, you will know. Now stop loss is we are risking just about 7 pips, 7 pips, 10 pips to gain 26 pips. So it's a very good risk to reward ratio. Usually I don't enter all the positions at once. I enter one, then I enter another one, and then another one. So we call it smart fibs strategy. So it's a scalp strategy you can use. We'll see how this plays out. So anyway, so these are just 2 things I wanted to show you guys. Just simple way you can trade and just make consistent profit. And in May, for those of you that are in premium service, we're going to be trading together. We're going to be trading together, and what we're going to be doing is make sure we're making money. We want to be among the top 5% who succeed with Forex. So make sure we're making money. And every Friday, you're going to have to withdraw. You make a withdrawal, it doesn't matter what it is, but make sure you're withdrawing something every week, every Friday from your Forex account. It can be $30, it can be $50, it can be 10, whatever, just keep withdrawing. Don't be funding. Plan to withdraw, start withdrawing money, from it. So this is just the basic way, simple way I trade. You can see I'm not looking at any stochastic, I'm not looking at any RSI, I'm just using pure price action, support, resistance zone, trend lines. As simple. Sorry, my network was bad. Okay, so that's how I trade. So if you have any question, you can go ahead and ask because I want to end this call now. If you have any question, you can just unmute yourself and ask. You unmute yourself and ask. If you have any question. Does anybody have any question? No question. Okay, I'm going to end it this thing now. For those that missed it, I'm going to upload it on